Wait, I didn't expect that to just show up. Oh, okay. Give me a second, guys. English, confirm. Have you played Stanley Parable before? No. I was just turning on the game to make sure that I knew that it could be turned on. But before I keep going, let me just say hi. Hi, guys. My 1-day break was fantastic, very necessary, frankly. And now I'm back and better than ever. I had such a long day today. I've been up since like 7 a.m. And you might be like, oh my gosh, Mew, aren't you sleepy? I also have to wake up at 7 a.m. tomorrow because I have to go to a workshop that I signed up for. Which goes on for 3 days, including today. Actually, 4 days, including today. So, yeah. Anyways, so you might be like, oh my god, Mew, how are you not how are you not sleepy? I'm gonna give you this secret called coffee. After the workshop got over at 5 p.m., it went from 9:30 in the morning to 5 p.m. with a 1-hour lunch break in the middle. That was free. They gave us free lunch and they gave us plenty of snacks, but no drinks, which is always such a disappointment from me to you. I'm just saying, you know. But yeah, like I said, I don't know what this accent is, but it's funny. Anyways, so yeah, I've been up since 9:30 in the morning, and I also met some of my friends in the in the first day of the workshop. I didn't know they were gonna be attending. I just thought like probably none of them are gonna attend, but it turns out 2 of them did, and so we ended up just hanging out after the workshop got over for a little bit, around for like 2 hours. It was fun. I'm glad we got to chill and hang out for a bit. So we went to like Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf and got ourselves coffee and 2 hours of great conversation. I was so happy that I got to hang out with my friends, and probably I'm gonna be hanging out with them tomorrow as well, so you might want to expect me a little bit late. But yeah, I kind of didn't have dinner because I came home and I was really craving queso and chips, okay? But the thing is, I don't know what I did with my queso, and I think I was quite distracted while I was making it, but it did not make right, so I had to throw it all away. I thought I could save it, but the universe was sending me good signals that don't do it, Mew, don't do it. So I listened, and because I listened, I threw it away right now. And I was thinking, what am I gonna eat? Coincidentally, in case something like this happens, I bought a bowl of instant noodles, like the cup version. Say that's going to be my dinner at some point in the near future. Like in the middle of the stream, I'm gonna be like, guys, I need me a little snack. So let me go quickly cook up these cup noodles, just put in some hot water, and then we can keep on keeping on. Okay, yeah, wonderful. Anyways, so yeah, that was fun. The whole queso thing, in the middle of the whole making queso, I was talking to my mom which is I think why I was so distracted, while also simultaneously boiling water for my nasal rinse to make the nasal rinse to rinse my nasal passages with. And I kind of got distracted during both things, so it was kind of chaotic, and I was also washing dishes just around the same time. It was a lot of things all at the same time, probably contributing to that failed queso, but do not worry, next time I will try again. Hopefully not wasting so much cheese and milk and butter. I put in a lot of cheese, and I had to throw it all away because I'm pretty sure I wasn't supposed to eat it. Like literally, when I was trying to put it in the fridge, okay, it kept spilling everywhere, and I was like, okay, that's a sign. Let's not tempt fate. I do not want to have like a bad stomach, especially since I have to get up early tomorrow and I'm sleeping late. So this is all very unadvisable, but I had like such a huge thing of coffee and it was very strong that I'm still awake right now, and that's a good thing because I had plans, so that's good. Tomorrow I'm probably gonna come and take a little nap before we do anything, and hopefully after this workshop gets over. I will talk more about the workshop in a bit, but now that I've gotten like the little my day play by played whatever, you guys know what I mean. Until the computer is barely visible. Let me check how much you guys can see. I'm gonna bump up the brightness a little bit extra high because I want you guys to be able to see. Also, is it like, goddamn, I'm gonna get tired at some point, and there's no point in me playing the game if I get tired. Please enter current time. 11. Oh. Is it, should I put in 11:08? It's 11:07 right now. I think we should put in 11:08. I'll literally click confirm as soon as it's 11:08. I'm so smart. Oh my gosh. Yes. Accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. Okay. I've heard so many things about this game, but the thing is, I haven't like. What the heck? I haven't played it, so I'm excited. Borderless. Ooh. Quality medium. Controls. Oh, okay. That's pretty simple. This is how subtitles will be displayed. Okay. Show reticle. What is reticle? Ah, yeah, I think we need that. Show translation, show color label, show content warnings. Ooh, yes. Reduce motion. Audio walk on. Okay. Yes. Okay, wonderful. That works out. Now that we've adjusted the settings, I gotta tell you guys about this because okay. This will continue playing in the background. I'm gonna turn off the BGM because this is very loud, at least for me. I'm just gonna make it louder, a little bit louder for you guys. It should be enough background noise to hopefully make this better. Why is there an infinity mirror situation happening with this? Anyways, what did I want to tell you guys about this workshop I was attending? Okay, I signed up for this a very, very like hot second ago. When I say hot second, I mean like it has been truly so long that I kind of forgot. I forgot I signed up for it, and I only remembered like I knew that I signed up for something, and I was like, I'm excited, I'll go. It's gonna be like 3-4 days of like learning, and that's pretty good for me. I always like learning. It was good. Like I was excited, right? But I forgot what the timing was. I literally like I only remembered, oh, it's on this day, and it's probably like long. I did not check the timing, and then I see it yesterday. At night, I'm looking at the thing, and it goes from, and looky here, okay? You guys are not ready. 9:30 to 5 p.m. In the morning, 9:30 in the morning to 5 p.m. Why was I there for so many hours? You might be like, oh my god, Mew, that's insane. Why would you do this to yourself? I thought the same thing. So I go in because I still like, you know, I've signed up. They give you certificates. I'm like, fine, I'll go. I woke up and I went there, and I was like 5 minutes late, but that's okay because like a lot of people were coming in late, so I was fine. It was okay. And then I saw my friend was there, and I was like, yes, score! I'm so glad that I don't have to, you know, like, not that I mind talking to new people or meeting new people, but it's just like nice to have a familiar face around. And so we were like chilling, sitting next to each other, and then things started, and I thought the first day of the workshop, because there's like 4 days, and the first 3 days are the official tracks, so you can choose which days you want to attend. I decided, you know what, I have as much time as I want in the world, let me just attend all 3 days, including the fourth one, which is like the second half of the last day, and also supplementary like extra workshops just in case anyone wants to attend. It's fine, you know. I'm like, I'm gonna attend all 4 days, who cares, right? I'm gonna do all the tracks, I'm gonna learn so much. And the first track is called organizational development. So my first thought was, oh, it's gonna be probably about like like how corporate structures work, what does HR look like, stuff like that. You might be like, oh my god, Mew, why do you need this? You're an artist. That's true. I don't technically, even though like this stuff is still applicable even in the art world, it's good to have knowledge. At least for me, I just think it's good to have knowledge. So I went in thinking this is what they're gonna be doing stuff about. They're gonna elaborate a bit more on how, like what are the HR people thinking when they're designing the processes for hiring new people? What are the key things that they're really, really looking for, but not in the terms of like, oh, this is what fresh grads should be like doing to catch the employer's eye. No. I just want to know like, what is it that the role that they want to fulfill, or like how did they decide what entails any of these processes, why, question mark. So I go in thinking it's going to be something like that, if not so detailed and so dig deep, going straight into why HR works the way it does. Then it's going to be something like, oh, this is how like the corporate ladder looks like, this is what the like in an organization, a very stereotypical corporate scenario like setup, this is how like the organization looks like. It's also all good. It's like they're giving you like some knowledge that you're not going to be able to get on the internet through any other source. I was wrong. They were just talking about how do you make a resume, how do you understand what an interviewer is asking you, how do you prepare your answers. All of this is very relevant information, and if it were very tailored to the arts industry and specific like how artists are interviewing their collaborators or picking and choosing people they want to work with or they want to mentor and stuff like that, I would still understand the whole point of this, okay? I'd still be like, yeah, that's very useful. But they were literally giving generic info on like how to get a job. Any job. That this information is available online and so easily and so much faster. It should not take a whole day. It really should not. Anyway, so I knew most of everything that they were talking about. But I still was like, you know what? Still useful. I get to see a lot of different people's perspectives and notice what other people are looking at when they're confused about something. Still find some way to learn. Right? I just felt like it's such a sad thing that even though I'm going to an arts university, I'm going to a university that is specifically for the arts. Why are they not tailoring it? All of these things, all of these boot camps, everything related to your career, why are they not tailoring it to the arts? What's the point? If I am paying so much money to go to a specialized school, if you don't give me that same specialized information, there's no point giving you money, because I can learn all of these skills outside as well. The whole point of learning it systematically in an environment where you are being taught by people who are good at what they do is that they give you information that you cannot access if you self-learn, or that you are unable to access as easily if you self-learn. Like, listen, self-learning takes a long time. Experience in the industry takes a long time. If you have mentors in the industry who are working or they are giving you personal attention because that's their job, then yeah, it's a good thing, because you get to learn a lot more, a lot faster, and you get like all the tips and tricks, everything about professional development, stuff like that. And in an industry like the arts, like, it's just so incredibly important to understand how to be professional, because what people are looking at, yes, your skill, but they're definitely are like, are you professional? Can you work with people? Are you polite? Are you kind? Are you showing up? Like, and not even like extra showing up, but are you just doing the like what you're supposed to be doing? Because a lot of artists don't. Coming from experience, like I'm telling you guys from experience, a lot of artists will cut corners, will not show up, will show like an incredible amount of like, we're always late, or they always like, they don't show up, they don't care, they don't give you good ideas, they're never like interested in what you want from them, and they're not interested in the process, and they're not like interested in the whole act of creation, especially when it's with other people, because when you're engaging art and within art and in creation with other people, it's so much more like work. It's already so much work to create something by yourself, because you have to put in so much effort and energy and like put in so much of yourself in your art, and with another person it gets more, like it's not less. Yes, you're definitely balancing the scale. Somebody's doing something and you're doing something else, and together that makes something better. But the truth is, it's still going to be a lot of work from your part. You still have to like show up and show that you want to be part of the process. Because if you don't want to be part of the process, people don't want you either. They're not gonna beg you to stay when you don't want to. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying with people I've worked with, I just see it happen so very often. I'm incredibly lucky that all the people that I work with and all the people that I talk to, except for in school, okay, like especially my classmates, they're all super passionate. They all like, we all resonate together in a very good way, but like it just pissed me off. Like, and every one of my like friends and stuff that we were like sitting and talking about this during the lunch and outside as well when we were hanging out after the workshop was over, and this is just the first day. I know this is like very bare minimum information. It's honestly so vague, and it's not even like, well, like it's not super detailed, like, okay, this is how you do it. We're helping you right now to do this thing. You're learning how to do it. Like, it's very bare minimum. It's very vague. All the things that they were talking about, I was just like, this is so vague. Be more specific. What are you asking for? What are you looking at? How do you begin? Like, how do you get better at certain things that, you know, employers would want to look into? They'd be like, okay, this person can do this XYZ thing, or they talk in XYZ ways, and that's an attractive thing to have. I forgot to take my medicine again. Hold up. I'm gonna take my medicine now. God, I hate this thing. I don't like it. I don't like this medicine. It's very annoying. Okay, I'm gonna play the game. I've done enough complaining about this workshop this whole day. The end is never the end is never the end is loading. Oh no! Wait, no! No, 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 no! Begin the game again. I didn't want to skip the cutscene. Wait! Did it skip it for me? Like, now can I never go back?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I accidentally clicked and skipped it.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Is that an important
employee
number?
number 427's job was simple.
What's his
He
job?
sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Okay.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk.
That is so
telling
not
him what
personal.
buttons to
Sounds
push,
sus, man.
how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did.
Is he getting
every
paid well?
day of every
Because
month
I would want that
of
job if
every
I'm getting
year.
paid really well. Like,
And
literally
although
could do
others
just
might
jack
have
shit
considered it soul-wrenching,
outside of this.
Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Oh my god, that's scary. Is he
was
is he a clone? Did I already hit the nail on the head?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
What happened?
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
What happened?
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single
Oh my god, the company
had
broke
arrived
down.
on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting.
They had
or even
meetings?
say
I thought he
hi.
just sat in his
Never
cubicle.
in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
Damn, backroom
Something was
style
very
stuff.
clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
He got blipped to a different
But as
dimension?
he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, let me look at this office. What's that? Oh, this is so sensitive. Okay, fine. I left my office. Why are there cups
All
in
of
a...
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh my god, why
Stanley
is it
decided
closed?
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What meeting room? Why is everyone? I hate Mondays?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I mean, they clearly left their cups here. It looks like they were here. They just disappeared. Bro, I literally blipped to the nether dimension or something. Why can't I click on anything? Oh? Okay. Why not? Let me out. What is the point of a huge company just like asking you to... Oh, I hate Mondays. Is it Monday? Somebody spilled coffee, but there's another cup? That's strange. I feel like those doors are all gonna close, which is so weird. That's a prison. What are they doing in here? Oh!
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Why? Do I have to? Do I listen to him? Fine, I'll listen to him. Oh? Oh? Let me out. Let me... Why are all those computers doing that? I swear, if there's an interrogation, I'm gonna be so freaking mad.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tips for
Feeling
not
a
getting
wave of
fired.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Huh? Let's read this. Bi-quarterly post reviews. We need... What the what is that sound? Did you guys hear that? That was something weird. But I think that's a stupid idea. What is it? What? Things. Money? What is that sound? That's so creepy, by the way. It sounds like somebody's typing somewhere. Number of slides on this... Oh! Oh, okay. Graphs about things plus money. We have our new product. What? Profits. Please no more charts. Please, I'm begging. Stop, stop, stop. Appreciation minute worksheet. What? What are they doing in this company? Seems like a cult, man. Solving interpersonal conflict. Why would we want to initiate conflict all the time? What is this? Synergize core value expenditure. Shift global market per ad. Oh, it circled back. Don't get fired. Monetize free to play. That's so funny. Fine, let's go to the blog. Oh, it opens.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Oh? Oh? How come there's nothing there? Really? Why are you narrating my steps?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Hold up. Let's see. What if... Oh, did you guys see this red thing? Oh. I don't think I should go down there. Fine. I'll just go upstairs. Looks like I'm going to heaven. I feel like I am dead. Oh, it's still red though. Very red. Bye-bye. I knew it. Is there nothing open other than that? Hey, bathroom. I get the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say, that's a lovely purse. What? I can't even see myself. My guy, why? Why won't they let me see myself in the mirror? It closed by itself. What? This is so weird.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of
Why
any
are we
human life.
stunned? Clearly,
Shocked,
there's no one.
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Literally,
What he
do
could not
care.
have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
Okay.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
What is it?
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons
Clearly,
on the
I'm just
keypad,
following the
Stanley happened to
directions.
input the correct
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
code
whoa, whoa.
by
Why is
sheer
it all
luck.
dark?
Amazing.
Oh.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I don't think I should go in there. It's a prison. They're conducting secret human experimentation. I'm gonna get trapped in here. I'm gonna have to like fight my way out or some shit. Like that. Incredible. I love when they make you do things you don't want to do. Can't I just go back? I don't want to go in there. There's literally nowhere else to go though. What does one do in this case? You know what? Let's just go. What's the worst that could happen? Am I right? Alright. I find myself wondering. Oh. No, wait. I want to go up. Maybe I'm just too good at...
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
I work for
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now?
Oh my god, I work for like a weird heaven place.
This question would not go unanswered for long.
Let's just go. It's fine.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Can I just go up? Mind Control Facility. That's how they control your mind. I do not feel like I should go in there. I feel like that is a trap. I shall follow the directions of this someone. If this light is on, call Executive 914 immediately? This is a rented fence. Were people falling off of it? Huh. Hold up. So, you know what? Let's just follow directions. Who cares? Incredibly good at this following directions things, by the way.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Oh.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Clearly, I'm finding out. I feel very obedient. Oh? Huh. There's only one big red button. I mean, one big button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
I knew it.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay. Incredible that this is something that has happened. What do I have to do?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Why are you surprised?
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Were they? Really? I mean, they're paying you, right? But like,
no,
are you never going home?
He refused to believe it.
You just stay there 24/7?
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Brother,
had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Like, I'm clearly just
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay. Off? How do I dismantle it? Ah, I did it. Yeah. Can't somebody just turn it on? Like, is there not a more permanent way to destroy this stuff? Is that the game?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
What is happening?
Was it over?
I don't think so.
Yes. He had won.
Really?
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command.
I've literally been following
Freedom
whatever
was
you've been
mere
saying, though.
moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Look at
What
the
other
sky.
mysteries did this strange building hold?
Okay.
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had
Let
been
me out.
seeking,
Oh,
but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
really?
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Okay.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Where is this place? Literally,
And that
like,
was all he needed to
there's
know.
a ranch.
It was perhaps the only
We're
thing
cattle.
worth
We're
knowing.
literally livestock.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
Okay. I can do that.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
I don't
the feeling
understand.
Of liberation.
Am I doing something
The
wrong?
immense
It's just
possibility
everybody
of
just
the
doesn't
new
follow the
path
directions and they
before
just
him.
do whatever, don't they?
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Okay.
And Stanley was happy.
We won. Let's go. That was very quick. Now it's gonna start all over again, isn't it? I knew it. The end is never the end. Yep. Clearly. Why is that lit up?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Nothing in the broom closet, but there's something there. These are clearly some things. We're not gonna go into the room to the left. We're gonna go to the room in the right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, why not?
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
What the heck is
Stanley
up with this
simply
room?
stood here,
There's
drinking it
literally
all
nothing here. There's literally just like only coffee machine and random coffee cups, and even this cold drink thing doesn't work.
Yes, really worth it being here in the room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. I ain't gonna go. Or
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't
What is
5 years
happening
ago.
here? No. I got to go check this out. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Really
I'm not
happy.
your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why,
No.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me.
No.
Do you see that I really have wanted you to be
No.
happy all this time?
Ah!
The problem is all these choices. The two of us always
I
trying to
wanna
get
go
somewhere that
back.
isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
Is it?
I wanted to stop. I would we would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution.
What is the
Here,
solution?
let me show you.
What is the solution? Well, there's nowhere else to go. So, what is this?
What do we want? What are we looking for?
I can't go anywhere else. I literally...
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in... No, wait. Where are you going?
Suicidal themes? Okay,
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Uh-huh, yeah, I know. I'll just keep going up. What is that? That's strange.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
I'm literally not taking anything from...
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
I don't like suicide, so... I'm not, like, keen on this ending. I thought there was somewhere the staircases were gonna lead, but instead, it's just... I will listen to you this once. What the f...
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Well, I wanna leave. I gotta reset art, don't I? Can I skip the ending?
What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
Like, they literally achieved nothing.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die.
Okay.
What about this isn't getting through to you?
You know what, guys? Close your eyes. Actually, I'm just gonna... Hold up. I'm just gonna, turn off game capture for like a hot second, okay? We're gonna do the thing. I really don't want anyone to watch this, but you guys will be able to hear it, so...
No!
Oh.
Oh, thank God. You lived.
I can do it again.
No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from
You're
me.
wasting
I can't
my
go back to
time.
what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back.
You
Why are you
were.
doing this?
Who are you?
Stanley, let's go back to the other room.
I'm so
Can
much
you do
slower
that for
suddenly.
me? My God, is this really how much you dislike my game?
Yes.
That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
Who the hell are you?
Am I reading the situation correctly?
Yes. Why would I care about your happiness? Literally just giving me orders. Unhelpful.
Or
Fine.
maybe you're just getting a kick out of it.
I'm so slow.
I don't know anymore. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
What is happening in this... Okay. You guys can actually see this. It's not that serious, so... I thought I should hide it from you, but guess what? Like, this literally looks like somebody's going on a trip. Now, if I die here...
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did.
You did?
I wish I still thought that was possible.
Oh. I guess it's not. You can literally take away the door, man. You're just gonna slowly but surely get on back on this. I'm so slow. This is very painful to do, by the way. Like, I'm just so slow that it makes me mad. I know, I just threw myself off these stairs like thrice. But this guy just won't shut up, and clearly I have no idea who he is, and I don't see why I should listen to him. But I accidentally did. I guess I'm susceptible to what games tell me to do. I'll just do them because it's like, well, I'm playing a game. Might as well see what all the possibilities are.
Is it over?
Ah,
It's
finally.
going to restart, isn't it?
It is.
I'm going back.
You are. We're like in some never-ending time loop type of sitch, and clearly we're trying to explore everything.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Did he know?
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Let's see what's on this open door to the left.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Nope. Goodbye. Bye-bye now. Let's see. Oh! I'm back.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Yes.
So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Nope. Anywhere else? I can't go anywhere else?
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
What script is he reading off of?
Let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right.
Is this like a...
Yep. Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Really now? Oh, nope. Well, dang it. I could have gone quicker, and yet here we are.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler.
Ah.
Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
No.
Okay. We just have to get back to,
Do we now?
Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
Is it?
How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Interesting.
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track.
How many?
Okay.
How many
From the
endings does
top.
this have? He can just
All of his
restart
co-workers were
whenever he
gone.
wants, huh?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
Oh.
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
Did I?
Did you move the story somewhere?
Did
or...
I?
Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago.
This is a memory
I know
game
for sure that it's
with
here
like a time loop
somewhere.
situation.
Okay,
Very fun.
then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley.
Got going.
Let's
Sure.
find the story.
Ah. Well, this is interesting. I could go where he asked me to last time. I could go back rooms, completely rogue. Now this is interesting, is it not? Damn. Oh. Now I gotta check out all these other rooms. This is literally the back rooms. This is literally just the back rooms.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
Really?
Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Ah! Why? You won't even let me decide
All
what
of
I
his
want to do?
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Stanley decided
Stop
to go to the
messing with
meeting
me.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
Really?
Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Mm-hmm. Sure. Let's see if you missed something, huh? My guy, you need help. See, that's an empty room that we need to step through. That's somewhere, something here. Somewhere there. And yet here we are walking through.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No,
Yes.
wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps. Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Why would I remember
Do you know
now?
what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this?
How about
You win! Congratulations!
I do?
I know you put in a lot of hard work.
I really
and it
didn't.
really paid off. So, good job.
I didn't do...
No. I
Literally
don't feel
didn't do
right about
anything,
this at all.
actually.
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Yep.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
No, I won fair and square. It's just
I'm
you're...
getting weirded out by
you're
whatever
just
this
dumb.
place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
I'm literally not even gonna be in the office anymore. Like
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Oh.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Uh-huh.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction.
Are you sure?
Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself?
I don't know what
Whoa,
he's
whoa, whoa,
talking
whoa.
about, but you
Hang
know
on.
what?
That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
What is that?
You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Jeez. This story adventure line thing is wild. I literally am just somewhere. This won't let me go anywhere.
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
Why the heck would
Wait,
I do
what?
that?
We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Am I just gonna be reaching?
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted
Line
you,
trademark.
after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it.
Something is over there.
Restart.
Look at that. Do I have to follow this line? Like, can't I just do my own thing?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
What the heck are
this
you
all sounds
on?
perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Ah, okay, sure. Listen, I love
Now,
following the rules
yes,
sometimes.
this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could
So,
be
you're
anything.
both Stanley.
What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Literally, there's no doors. This is just a long ass hallway.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Really?
No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
There you go. Line. She came in.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Is it?
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here.
Brother!
Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere.
I'm
which
just
means
gonna...
that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that
What?
leads here.
What is
and
he
that
on
in
about?
turn means
He's
that our
overthinking this.
destination
It's literally just...
corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
What?
So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
Where are we
and
going?
since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one.
Are you sure?
Another victory for logic.
That's not logical.
Come, Stanley. Our
This is the most
destiny
logical fallacy I've
awaits.
ever seen, man. Hi, EXO. What is happening in this game? The confusion ending. You've been playing...
Hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're not telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
Wonderful.
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing. Wall.
Whoa.
Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to
sit.
decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Sure.
And the timer stopped?
Wonderful.
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
No.
The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
He's gonna restart it.
So, okay.
Dumbass.
I guess now we just wait, you know.
Sure.
I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree?
I think this guy
I'm not quite
doesn't
sure if we're in the
know how to
destination
write a
or the
story.
journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey
This is like the
and
most
not the
like
destination.
okay, the
So
way
I
he
hope
started
that's
it. Oh
where
my
we
god,
are
such
right
a boring
now.
story. Like it was
We'll
so
find out,
linear.
won't we?
It was almost like
Eventually.
why make a
Well,
story
in the
like this? It was
meantime,
just
if you
oh, it restarted by itself, and pretty sure he's gonna forget the restart. What if we just wait here till it becomes whatever? Oh, hey, no wait, it's not 11:54 though. Interesting. There's something ringing somewhere. The Truman Show all over again. The funny thing is that I have never watched that show, you know? I hate Mondays. Oh, he's gone.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work.
Oh.
The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
What? That was so weird. Okay. The narrator's gone. Awesome. I wonder if we'll hear another, like, ringing telephone sound.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door, and this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it
Where
perfectly
did he come
well.
from?
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
What?
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Incredible that it just reset. What?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
What if I just jump off?
I'm not your enemy, really.
There's a line. Why is
I
the
realize
line
that
there?
investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Has
There's
it now?
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for... This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
What's that?
She's been waiting. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to
I
his
wanted to
death.
go into the exit.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Dang it. My bad.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps when Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I do not
Perhaps he
want
wanted
to
to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I love how it just keeps trying to steer me to the left. I'm
Stanley
determined
was
to
so
figure
bad
out.
at following directions, it's
what is
incredible he
in
wasn't
there.
fired years ago.
Do you guys see? There was this open door over there. I can go to the open door, you see? I would like to
Look,
go
Stanley,
to the open
I think
door.
perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust, but in his eagerness to prove that he is
I
in
did that
control
again?
of the story,
My bad.
and no one gets to tell him
I
what
did
to
not
do,
want to do that. I
Stanley
thought,
leapt
like-
from the platform and plunged to his death.
I thought
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I'm not Stanley, I'm Mew, and you're not going to get me, no matter what you do. Recorded message. Fall damage? Yeah, this game has fall damage.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify
Department
that
of
this is
Future
correct?
Happiness?
Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Okay. What are the cardboard boxes about? What the heck? What are the cardboard boxes about?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I should have
and
just gone
Stanley
the
knew
correct
it
way. I want to
perfectly
see what's
well.
inside that hell.
Perhaps he wanted to
So
stop
yeah,
by
any
the
context?
employee lounge first,
I
just to
honestly
admire it.
don't know what's going on. I'm just like
Stanley
literally.
felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section,
I don't
walked
get
straight
what's going
ahead
on,
to the
but, like-
opposite door, and got back on track.
Oh, it won't let me. Oh my gosh, that's so annoying. Nothing in the meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Okay.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Basically, there's like
Stanley
this
decided to
true
go up to
path
his boss's. Coming to
you
a
can
staircase, Stanley walked
take.
upstairs to his boss's office.
What is that? Anyways, basically there's like some rooms that you can take and they make
But
sense.
Stanley just couldn't do it. He
Seems
considered
of
the
mental
possibility
illness.
of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Honestly, I
All
think
of
you're
my
crazy,
co-workers
narrator
blinking
guy.
mysteriously out of existence
What
in a
is
single
happening?
moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
I think what
And as
doesn't make
Stanley
logical
pondered
sense
this,
is the fact
he
that I'm
began to
hearing
make
your
other
voice, and
strange
honestly, it's kind of
observations.
annoying.
For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
I'll
Were
just
they
keep
simply
walking.
repeating?
Yes.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
You guys hear that?
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose
he's on
his job.
something.
He wasn't
The
crazy
narrator,
after
I mean.
all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Really no.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
Why do
How
I
was
keep
he
doing this
remaining
then?
so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered
What?
Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
Maybe stop talking
Why
for
is
me,
there
bruh.
a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who
Yep.
found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice
What is
spoke
that
to all
beeping
people in
noise
their
that's
dreams,
driving me
the truth
insane,
was that,
truly?
of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
I mean,
Stanley
no, but
is as awake
I
right
wanna go in
now
there.
as he's ever been in his life.
okay.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
Why? I'm not
After
shocked.
all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt,
I'm literally
that
not
this was in
shocked,
fact
guys.
a dream. Did the voice
at
not see
me,
him
do I look
float and make
shocked?
the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this
What?
one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Let me walk.
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
Yeah.
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
Uh-huh.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
I see.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Okay.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
He is not okay.
I am okay.
He is not okay. He is back. In somewhere.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I
Why
must
is he
be. Can
getting
anyone
red?
hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Really? So did he have a seizure or something? You know, I'm gonna eat something very soon.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What is this ending? Hello? What is happening?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had
I
stumbled
know,
through
right?
town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man.
Who is he?
He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
She's gonna
I
get
am
trapped.
sane. I am in control of my mind.
What is
I know
happening,
what is
Narita-san?
real and what isn't.
What are you
It
doing?
was comforting to think
Are
this,
you okay?
and in
I
a
don't
certain
think you're
way,
okay.
seeing this man
Do you
made her
need-
feel better.
Do you need help?
Then she
Professional
remembered
help?
the
My
meeting
mom
she
is
had
a
scheduled
therapist,
for that
guys.
day. The very important people whose
I think he
impressions
needs
of
to go
her
to
would
my mom.
affect her career.
Whoever
and
wrote
by
this game,
extension,
they need help.
The rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there,
Yeah.
staring down at the body,
No empathy, huh?
and then she turned and ran.
Okay, she got scared. Fair enough, fair enough. Somebody just randomly like collapsed in front of you and they died randomly. I would also be like, oh, whoops, scary. GTA wasted pose. Oh my god.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers,
Hey.
Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh,
That's
won't
all
we all just laugh and laugh
That's
at the
all the
time I thought
boxes.
everyone had gone missing.
There's no one here, by the way.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting
I'm
room,
gonna
and Stanley knew
stubbornly
it
not
perfectly
go
well.
there.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps, but eager to get back to business,
keep cutting you
Stanley
off,
took
my
the
dude.
first open door on his left.
Now I got to know.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yeah, I think so too. It's incredible how I
Look,
haven't
Stanley,
been fired
I think
yet.
perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Yes.
I'm not your enemy, really.
You're
I'm
just
not.
really annoying, my
I
dude.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been
skylights.
about nothing but
Wonderful.
you all this time. There's someone
love
you've been
skylights.
neglecting, Stanley.
I want to go down.
Someone
How do
you've
I go
forgotten
down?
about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
I'm literally not even
This
Stanley.
is
I
it,
feel
Stanley.
like
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
who is her?
She's been waiting.
Literally straight up.
That's her, Stanley.
Okay. Is it Mariella? The woman who saw me die? I swear, like I literally don't even have a. Oh my god, where
Oh,
did I?
Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Why can't
I'm
I
just
move?
pulling the bread out of the oven.
She's pregnant?
Right.
No.
Okay, there we go. All right, now I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh,
Gotcha. Oh,
Cute.
come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
no, I
They want to
didn't.
commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Nope, thank you. One second.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Oh, that's cute. Fine. Let's see what this is.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Did I die in that very bedroom? Good morning. Okay, N.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of
Really?
the inconsequential
The spot.
nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
You know I'm gonna stop,
now he's
right?
pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
Where's my
now
lunch?
He's going home.
Give me
now
I'm
he's
hungry,
coming
man.
back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Why would you feel... Fuck this. I'm not pressing V. This guy is so condescending. It makes me want to punch him. You know, today, after, like, we were done with the workshop and me and my friends were hanging out, right? We were literally just gossiping about our classmates. And I know how that sounds. But the reason you have friends is to tell them about, like, how weird your classmates are and how insane everything they do feels. And we were just like, my actor friend was telling me about stuff that her classmates were doing, and I was literally like, that's insane, y'all. Like, I don't understand how this is happening in an acting program where they somehow act so badly in real life. And then I was telling them about stuff happening in my like class environment, and they were just like, that's wild. Everything that you're saying is crazy. And it's just like about like I didn't realize, like, no, I never thought that I was alone in facing, like, weird situations that literally should not have happened, but somehow do. But, like, I forgot how it seems to be everyone is facing similar situations. Very funny. I'm not gonna press V. That narrator cannot make me. I don't like the condescending tone of voice that he has. It's my story. No. But I don't like waiting, so.
But in his mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
So you're saying,
From
like,
behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into
he was
the
like a
unknown.
maladaptive daydreamer.
Fantastic discoveries
Nothing new.
of new
Lots of people do
lands.
it.
was
Coping
wonderful.
mechanism.
And
Say
each
something
day
new,
that he
babe.
returned to work was a reminder that
Ooh,
none of it
I also
would
bought,
ever happen to him.
Oh my god, guys, I bought, what's the word? Ice cream to eat. It's in the freezer. I'm gonna eat it later. I don't know when. I bought it because I was like, I really need ice cream, but I don't want to eat it right now. And I kept wanting ice, like, for the past 3 days. I wanted to have ice cream and I just haven't had it. And honestly, I kind of just want to have, like, my favorite ice cream, which you can't get in Singapore and you only get where I live because it's from a local ice cream gelato place. And it's, like, the best ice cream for me, at least, in the world. I love it so much. But, like, I'm in Singapore, and so I can't get that local stuff here because, like, you know, don't sell it. It's a local. It's literally like a local gelato shop. It's very well known in the city I live in, but it's just like it. You know, it doesn't exist outside of the city I live in. It's literally like you only get it there, and that's why I love it so much. And so I kind of miss it. And it's only been like less than a week since I came back. And guys, I had some before I left, okay? Like it wasn't like I left without eating some, so I have strange craving and I can't satisfy it. It's literally like I had some and now I want more. Honestly, that's like one of the few ice creams that I eat without feeling too queasy. Literally every single ice cream, I feel like I end up feeling so queasy at the end. Also, I'm quite hungry.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his
He was
boss,
just having a very
everyone
long,
in the
elaborate
building
fantasy.
had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
I'm yawning.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either.
Okay.
At last, choice.
I'm literally not even
It
looking
barely
at you.
even mattered what lay
That's how
behind
much
each
I don't
door.
like you.
The mere thought that his decisions would mean something
Tomorrow I
was
might get
almost
dinner
too
with my friends,
wonderful
which
to
is
behold.
nice. I haven't had dinner with friends in a hot second, so of course that would be exciting. I don't know where we would eat dinner, but I feel like it's gonna end up being like the closest mall and wherever we can get a student discount, because I think that is what most of us are looking at when we're going to dinners. It's just, can we get a student discount? If it's very small amount, then it should be fine, right? But yeah. I'm so glad that I have people I enjoy talking to. It's a blessing to have cool people, you know. It's cold. Oh, funny thing is, today was one of the only days that I have taken a jacket with me. Because normally, if I'm not taking like my bigger backpack, I'm taking like my tiny one that only fits like 4 things, which includes my laptop. But my laptop isn't that huge either. It just fits my laptop, my iPad, and then like my wallet and a charger. That's it. That's all that's gonna fit. Like I can really squeeze shit in if I want, but normally I don't do that because I like the bag too much to wanna tear it apart, you know. But so I was taking this bag, and normally if I want a jacket, I want like a bag I can shove it in so that if I don't want to wear it, I don't have to like carry it everywhere. It can be in a bag and I can drag it around. You know what I mean? Anyways, so today was one of the only days I've taken a jacket because I was like, you know what? It's probably gonna be really cold. And so I take a jacket, and I'm so glad I did because it was freezing. It was freezing, I tell you. It was so freaking cold. And then my friend said my jacket was really cute, so I was happy.
As he wandered through this fantasy world,
I'm gonna
he began
make
to fill
food
it with
soon.
many possible
Like
paths
it's
and
literally just instant noodles,
destinations.
but
Down
I'm
one
hungry.
path lay an enormous round room
This is what I get for
with
not having dinner,
monitors
huh?
and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
A game with a baby? He has
It was
kids?
such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free.
What free?
Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I don't care. I don't have a wife.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be?
Oh, look, we're
In
back
reality,
in the
all he's doing
office.
is pushing the same buttons he always
Haha.
has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
That's very funny.
And I'm trying to tell him this. that in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
Is he?
But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay, I won't. There's the time still going on. Look, I'm not doing it. I'm listening to you. I'm not doing it. We're just gonna get stuck here. Very fun. Love that. Very exciting stuff. Anyways, while this is stuck on the screen, we'll see if the narrator ends up saying something or the other. So, how have you guys been? How's been like how's been life? How's been life? Good? No good? Jilly? Good to know. Good to know. We were, funnily enough, while we were like sitting at the coffee shop, we were discussing food and rice cooker meals. And even though I don't own a rice cooker, I for some reason know so much about rice cooker cooking, like cooking in a rice cooker. Not just rice, but like a variety of things that you can make in a rice cooker. And I was just like telling one of my friends, because she was like, yeah, I'm trying to learn how to cook more stuff, but I only have a rice cooker. So it's like, I was like, oh my god, like there's like so many things you can make, and honestly it's not that hard. Like you just have to like be strategic and know when to put in things at the right time. And honestly, cooking in the rice cooker is so fast. It's so fast. I've seen this one creator series about cooking in the rice cooker and like rice cooker meals that she was eating when she was in college, and she's not sharing so that people can have like easy ways to make fresh food. And honestly, all of those recipes looked freaking delicious. I'm telling you this because they had like curry udon and bibimbap and all sorts of really, really tasty looking things. And I was just like trying to help my friend out, you know? I'm a homegirl. I help out if I can. And they're the best. Like, my friends are super cool, so I love helping them. Oh, having coffee. Oh my god, I can finally start feeling the coffee wearing off. Incredible feeling. The coffee that I get from Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf is called the Ultimate Vanilla. The reason I'm telling you guys this is because... well, one, you guys can go try it if you ever have the chance. Although... I recommend going on a day where you don't plan to stay up late, or like you're okay with staying up late and you want to like, or you're drinking this in the morning and then it's all fine because it's going to keep you up all day. Trust. Because it has so much freaking coffee. It's just like, first of all, it's an ice blended vanilla milkshake, but also they blend in espresso, like coffee beans. Straight up just, I think it's chocolate covered coffee beans and they blend those up and it's, actually I don't even think it's chocolate covered. It's just plain coffee beans that's blended up in a vanilla milkshake. It's incredible and it's so caffeinated. I can feel it coursing through my veins still. Also, if you get like a bigger size, because I normally get small or regular, and regular is already pretty hefty. So when I get small, it's honestly the perfect size. But it's so expensive here. It's like $8. Wait, it's almost $9. It's so unnecessarily expensive. Like, bruh, it's just a vanilla milkshake with coffee beans grinded in it. You cannot be for real. Like, do not do this to me. It is so good. I've been having the same drink for like, I think over 5-6 years. Whenever I go to Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, this is my one and only, one true love. My OTP with me, if I may, you know. And it's so good. It just makes me so happy to know that I have the option to get this drink. But I won't lie, when I was living in Malaysia, it was actually so much cheaper. We were also discussing this, funnily enough. I was like, in Malaysia, this drink is like 16 ringgit. Okay, I think it's 17 actually, but it might have gotten like more. But the fact that it's like half the price of a full-size drink here, insane. Like, I was getting regular drinks there and it was 16 ringgit, and I used to be like, oh my god, that's so expensive. Like, I'm paying so much money for one drink. But like, also the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf there used to have this incredible, and I mean genuinely incredible, margarita pizza that, oh, I miss it now still. Like, which I probably will go soon, when I go to KL again, or even if I'm going to JB or something, like, I'm gonna get that. And it's so good. And it's so like, it's so affordable and it's huge. And they also used to sell like really, really nice bagels at the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf in near my place in Malaysia. Like, oh my God. Actually, I think they're everywhere in Malaysia and they're so good. They're genuinely like worth getting. They're worth like spending the money on that. They're very filling. Like I used to buy one bagel and then eat one half for like a like lunch or dinner or a snack, and then the other half would be another snack or lunch or dinner. Like it was so big. It was the size of my freaking hand, and my hand is small, but it's like big enough where you're like, oh, that's a huge bagel actually. Too bad I'm kind of not trying to drink coffee right now. It's great, but it makes me jittery after a few minutes. I get what you mean. Honestly, I don't often drink coffee. I don't drink coffee often because it gives me a stomach ache. Especially if there's dairy inside the coffee, and I won't drink coffee without like some sort of sweetener and milk cream situation. So I don't like coffee is like a special occasion kind of treat. If I do it like if I drink coffee every single day, I think I would be stuck in the bathroom for forever. Like, I used to tell my friends to remind me not to drink coffee in the morning when I was living in Malaysia. And I used to like explicitly tell them like, hey, if I say, oh my God, I need to drink coffee, stop me, especially if it's in the morning. Because I would literally end up with a stomach ache all day, especially since all of those had some sort of dairy, and coffee and dairy together. No, my stomach would never forgive me after that. And they, like, Hex kept up with it and still keeps up with it. If she hears that I'm drinking coffee in the morning, she's literally like, wait, stop, don't do it. If you're doing it, like, eat something before you do that. So at least, like, it reduces the effects of, like, coffee on my body. And I don't mean the caffeine. I literally mean just, like, my stomach reaction to it. And I get such a vile, and I genuinely mean vile stomach ache. Like, it's horrible. And it hurts for, like, hours and hours. I don't recommend. The worst part is, I think coffee caffeine often makes me sleepier. And that's not helpful if you're, like, trying to drink coffee to stay awake. But if I drink caffeine from, like, some sort of soda, like Coca-Cola or Thumbs Up or something like that, I usually end up being able to stay awake longer. I don't know what the logic is or why it's so different for me, but something weird happens, man. Oh my God. I'm really hungry, but I gasped because I remembered that I also have jasmine lemon tea, peach oolong. Both of them are bottled. They're not like fresh, but they're there, which is awesome. I can't believe I didn't have dinner today. Like, I'm gonna do something about food soon. See, I don't like waiting this long. Like, either you move on, like, you do something, like, there must be a threshold, right? Do I just keep it at this cream this whole time? Like, we're just gonna end up here and end it? Like, whatever. We're not gonna proceed.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
I waited
How
for
can I
so
tell him in a way
long.
that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make
waited
him
for
look
so
at himself?
long. You locked me in here. Absolutely ridiculous, I tell you. What are these papers for if all I do is sit and type all day? And they've been increasing steadily, guys. There's a folder here and pens. What are these for if, like, I don't do anything but type?
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must.
I wanna dance
Perhaps,
with somebody.
well, maybe this time he'll see.
Feel the heat
Maybe
with
this
somebody.
time. And I tried again,
wanna dance
and
with
Stanley pushed a
somebody.
button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
Please die?
And I tried.
Oh, I did die. Okay, that's fun. Exciting. Can I stop now? I feel like this game is gonna make me angry soon.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wow, the boxes are gone, guys. I like my work. I just hate my boss.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a
What's on
trace
there?
of his co-workers.
I can't see it. I'm not. The music changed. I think something weird's gonna happen.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
By the way, I have the deluxe version, guys, so that's probably why this is longer than it needs to be. Oh, hello. Where am I? This sure does look like some strange things are
Hello,
happening.
and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
I knew it.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013
Game Factory?
on home computers.
Home.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a
Yep.
reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Oh, okay.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that
Really?
broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Ah, okay.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Ah.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Okay, guys, how about I go warm up some water real quick and then get my bowl of noodles to do the thing here, do the cooking thing here, and then I eat it while we continue playing this game, because also I'm hungry, like mostly because I'm hungry. I'm starting to actually get hungry now. I think the coffee kept me full for way longer than I thought. Like, I know, like, okay, to explain, I know I say this a lot, but like I don't eat a lot, right? Like, I know I say this a lot, but like I genuinely don't eat a lot. So if I drink the whole thing of coffee, I'm gonna be full. Like, that's a whole ass meal. That's more than a meal. I'm more than full, trust. It wasn't even that big when you think about it. That coffee isn't huge. Because, like, my friend was literally eating a whole ass, like, a tuna puff the size of my face. Like, I'm not kidding. It was huge. It was genuinely huge. Seeing that made me crave, like, a curry puff or something, but I couldn't find one because it was too late. Like, everything was gone. And I checked the bakery that was in the basement of that mall. And I've seen the bakery before. I've eaten their things before. So I was like, okay, let me check if they have a, you know, a curry puff or something. A vegetarian one, because I'm vegetarian. They did not. Also, lunch. They were giving us free lunch, right? They, of course, had a vegetarian version for people if they were vegetarian, right? The bento for the vegetarian lunch was the saddest thing I've seen in comparison to what the other people were getting, like the normal non-vegetarian food, which was like a dry laksa and like really nice tofu. And if you're gonna do a vegetarian bento, why not make like a nice, savory, delicious tofu? Instead, they gave me 2 different vegetable curries. They were not curries. They were just like thin vegetable gravies with vegetables in it. Vegetables were fine. The gravy tasted fine. And there was like some mock meat, dongzi type stuff. And not even like actual dong. They were just meat wrapped in leaves and put in the box. Fake meat, by the way. And like really tiny pieces. There were like 3 pieces of that, and I just didn't touch it. I just didn't want to. And I ate like maybe half of that. And I was like, okay, I'm full. I don't want more. And then I just, like, one of the people I was hanging out with was like, hey, can I have the rest of that? And I was like, sure, go at it. Like, I'm not eating anymore. That's for sure. It was very sad in comparison to what the other people were having. And I was just like, this is not nice of them to do to us. People who might be, you know, vegetarians, might be like, maybe, you know, they don't eat meat for various reasons. So, yeah. Okay, I shall be back. I'm gonna go heat up water, get my noodles, and we're gonna eat them in the room instead of making them outside and bring them back here. I'll just I'll pour the water in and then bring them back. In the meantime, you guys listen to my BGM that's playing in the background now. And be right back. You guys get to stare at whatever this is. I don't know what that is. Hopefully it was hot enough. I just didn't image it. Also, it is so cold in my room. The funny thing is, oh yeah, I'm back, guys. Is that new or am I tripping? Oh no, maybe you're tripping. So I got the food, right? The funny thing is, wait, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, about my AC. My AC was like fine the first day I came in.
Okay, so far it's an elevator.
You know? The first day I came back, it was fine, it's whatever.
Sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing
I'm trapped in
adventure.
here now. I'm trapped in here now. I knew it.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere?
Using Mew.
Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content.
Guy's
I've
so
never been more
impatient.
ready. Let's do it.
Anyways, so my AC was working fine the first day I came back, and then second day onwards, it just did something.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable
And it stopped working
Ultra
properly.
Deluxe,
And so I've been like, what happened? I don't want to call the technician because I don't want to pay for
Let's see
it.
the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
We're in a white room. We're gonna be in a new jump circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
There's a. I can jump now. Oh, I can't. I can only jump in the circle. Sure, why not? I clearly have nothing to do. This game is interesting. I think it's a game better played if you have friends to narrate what they like stuff and discuss this with you. But it's still fun by myself because I'm pretty good of a friend to myself and I'm pretty dang funny, am I right? Ah, now I can't jump. Damn. That's so sad.
Is that it?
Look, there's
Surely
more.
that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Another elevator. Is it like an elevator pitch thing? What are they? What is this? Somebody was like,
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of
I don't
this
think I
game are
put
not
the water
positive.
hot enough. I
It's
feel
just
like it's not
elevators and jumping.
gonna cook fully.
Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there.
No, I feel like it's hot.
I could counter 30
I got
trillion. You could put that on the
ramen
box.
that I'm eating,
The
or
Stanley
gonna be
Parable
eating. Is
Ultra
Jin ramen
Deluxe,
mild?
now with over 1,000 hours
Ignore
of new
what he's
content.
saying.
And oh wait, there's more.
I'm just saying.
Very good.
I
Yes.
ignore him.
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Okay, I bet it's gonna be another jump circle. Anyways, ignore whatever he was saying. Did you guys see? And I only noticed this very recently, but they changed the Otogi. Otogi changed their name to Otoki, and also changed the packaging for Jin ramen, and it looks so like weirdly. I don't know how to explain it, but it just looks so unnecessarily futuristic. Ah.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's
swear.
hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter.
Twitter
and
isn't
hold
called
them
Twitter anymore, so
personally
now
accountable.
he's obsolete.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content. I'm afraid.
I honestly didn't
It could
expect
never have
much.
lived up to such expectations. If you're still
I just
with
didn't.
me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is
I don't
really
really care,
about.
honestly.
No frills, no gimmicks.
I don't
Just you
understand.
and me having a great time together like always.
Actually,
What do you say, friend?
no. I say no. Oh, he just did it without asking me. If you don't care what I have to say, why phrase it like it's a question? Oh my god, that is literally the most annoying thing ever. Oh, now this office has gone haywire. We're literally like,
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent.
I am
I want
here.
to show you something.
I'm gonna die. I knew it. Show me what, bro? Still in the
Okay,
vents.
you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
Did it now?
So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
What the?
Just our little secret. Take a look.
What the?
I call
is
it
this?
the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
What the fuck is
Experiences
this?
like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013?
Literally did not play games like
Back
this
then,
when I was that
video
young.
games had integrity.
I was literally like 10
Back
years
then,
old. I was
it
playing
all
like...
meant something.
I was literally... Okay, when I was 10 years old, I'm pretty sure I was playing like... Clue finders. A lot of clue finders. I was really obsessed with clue finders. What's in there? What the fuck?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
Okay.
It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing.
Really?
It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
An hour of new elevator content. I think the door's finally open, so I think we can go back. We could take a bite of my food before before I continue, because this is so dumb, it's funny. Oh, I don't know if I like these new noodles, honestly. I don't think my mini bowl hack is going to work with the current lid. It's just not... How do I leave? Let me go. Oh, hello. Memory zone maintenance, but I can't go in there. The original. It's another review.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
I know, right? He's starting to sound a bit repetitive and sad. Like, I get it. You yearn for the life that you live.
And one that
And
offers
here
some
we
of the
are
most
living-
enjoyable, surprising, and
living a different
rewarding
life.
choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Okay. The way I'm just agreeing. I don't care, man. Like, you clearly have issues. You need help, brother. If you're not okay, it's fine.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh, what if it's bad reviews, guys? Imagine if they're... Wait, they're definitely gonna be bad reviews, but like... Okay, I was taking a bite of my noodles, which is why it was so shockingly silent. But...
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining.
I am inclined to believe somebody bought the copyright or like the IP.
I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Honestly, I don't think I like these noodles. I'm glad I bought like a cup noodle version before I got the full size. with the 5-pack, because I was planning to buy that and just like, you know, eat it. Turns out it's not that good. I'm glad I checked it before I ate it. Like, I bought the whole thing. I'm getting like weird because yeah, it's not that good, but it's enough for dinner today, so I'm happy.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
You are.
You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it.
I'm just saying, but it's true that all games are linear. Some games give you the illusion of the choice of it's not linear, but the truth is it's always going from point A to point B. Some games will leave it very open-ended for you to decide how you want to go from point A to point B. Some games will have like a this is how we want you to go because this is the experience we want to give you. Other games are just like there's no like there's always a point B. Like, it's not possible to have a game that has no like oh you can crouch in this thing? What the heck? Why did I not know that? Where do I go now? Oh, a door opened. To my right. Okay, wonderful that that's done. Can I leave now? Like, is it... This is quite annoying. I have to give him that. Truly quite annoying. I won't be able to go back, that's for sure.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay. What is the point if you just...
And here it is. Go ahead and... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of... Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption...
I'm just gonna have to keep doing that.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes. It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort.
I'm just letting him go on.
Window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere?
Do I talk like this? Guys, you find me this rambly and annoying?
I'll take any of these. All I want is for
Should I stop doing that?
Please step away from the skip button to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was.
Why is he just repeating himself? This is so...
Just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me here. We need a door. We need a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it
Maybe
in a
if you
different
stop
wall,
talking and just did the
thing,
thing,
I will find a way, I promise. You just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please, please, please do not press the skip button. Just wait here for me, and don't press the skip button. Got
Do
it?
I look like I'm
Yes,
pressing
good.
the skip button?
I'll be right back.
I'm literally just gonna wait for you. Honestly, this ramen is not good. I'm disappointed. Because when I bought it and saw the packaging, I was like, oh my god, they changed Jin Ramen's packaging. But I think this isn't Jin Ramen at all. I think they're ripping it off. It's not even from Otogi. It's from some off-brand company named Otoki. Otoki? It doesn't even sound right. Sounds like a failed... I'm just saying, but it sounds like somebody was trying to say Otoke in Korean, but like was confused, and so they went like Otoki? Like... that's so funny. I can't wait to tell Hex about this new ramen. I think she'd find this funny as well. She already went to sleep today. Sad. Although, she's very responsible. I'm the one who should be going to sleep because I also have to wake up early in the morning. But here I am, awake. I think I still have a lot of coffee in my soul. I wonder how long you'll make us wait. I've said this before. I will say it again. I don't like waiting. I will wait impatiently, but I will like wait if I have to. This guy, I don't like him. I don't like him. He's just kind of, he has that creepy vibe. Gives some. I feel like he's so condescending. I hope I don't sound like that ever, but if I ever do, please call me out. And be like, Mew, that didn't sound right. Didn't sound like you. Because goddamn, sometimes other people take over my voice. And they just say whatever they want and they leave. Okay, I'm not trying to make that as an excuse. I'm just like, it's a bit. Guys, that's a bit. I'm not gonna take that as a way to like be like, oh my god, guys, actually there's somebody else saying all this weird stuff that you could probably cancel me for. Trust. Still, I'm able to. It's a bit most of the time. Other times, sometimes I genuinely don't know what I just said before. Like, and then when I realize I said something, I just like have a moment where I'm like, what did I say? I don't think I'm particularly controversial though. But recently, I've been feeling if I did something really, really controversial, it would be really funny. Just for the bit, okay? I don't know if I should finish this ramen or if I should just get rid of it, because I know I'm not gonna finish, like I'm not gonna be able to stomach the whole thing. My stomach isn't that big. But I also don't know what I would do with the rest of it. Because there's quite a bit left, like it's half the noodles I believe. Still there. Quite a big bowl. I also bought Sprite from the shop near my house when I was going there to buy tortilla chips. I know my queso was a fail. It almost never happens that I make something that I can't save with some sort of tip or trick. Today I just didn't have the energy to re-save it. Somehow I was just like, you know what? It's going in the bin. I don't think I can manage like we pull a trick and figure out a way to like make it work and eat it somehow. Normally I would try to do that so I can avoid wasting food and ingredients, and in that case also money, because it, you know, costs money to make things. Unfortunately, I do believe food should be free for all. The state should pay for it. We're humans. I think we all deserve the right to eat and live somewhere. But yeah. Also, another thing, I don't have the habit of talking while I'm chewing. One, because it's in my house it's considered really rude, like bad manners, that I would have no etiquette, and I pride myself on the level of etiquette that I show, so I don't normally do it. But the thing with these streams is, and oh my gosh, okay, this, I heard this like a very long time ago from like, I don't remember, like a movie or show or something, but it was about like if you're doing something live, like you're on radio or something, and you stay silent for more than 7 seconds, people are less interested. I don't know why it stuck so hard, but I feel like I tried to keep under 7 seconds for any silences, and if it's like, oh, I know it's good, there's gonna be silence for longer, I just announce it beforehand. I should really make that be right back screen. Yeah, you know, my idea for the be right back screen when we were making these what's it called, overlays, oh my gosh, my brain had a moment. Anyways, my idea for the be right back screen was actually, how long is this guy gonna make us wait? Anyways, was the Cassiopeia logo doing like a little screensaver kind of thing. So, and I had it planned out so well, I just never ended up having the time to make it, and for whatever reason I just haven't figured out when I should do that. So I think that's also something we can accomplish soon. Maybe we can do like a little let's sit together and like be productive kind of stream. I think that would be fun as well. I wanna, okay, this is like, I wanna do like a this is what I'm reading this week kind of video, and I said this before as well. I've been thinking about doing that so much, and I keep thinking like, oh my god, I really want to share what I've been reading, because okay, in my opinion, I give really good book recommendations. Okay, stuff I'm reading is usually quite good. If I don't recommend it, it means I wouldn't have read it if I could have helped it. But the thing is, I am like so fast that I read so quickly. Sometimes I'm like, it's just too late to end the book, like just do not read, like DNF the book, you know, do not finish the book, like kind of put that in that pile. So difficult. But I really want to do like a this is what I'm reading this week. It's probably gonna change every week. I read a lot of books in a single day, and finish even more somehow through every week, because I've just been following so many that like the books I started like a few months ago are now at completion. And oh my gosh, that's because there's this translation group called AKK Novels. They're not paying me, guys. I'm not being paid to say any of this. I genuinely just appreciate what they're doing. They're so fast. They do like, for almost every single one of the books that they're currently translating, they do like 2 chapters per day. That's insane. Like, it's the speed, hello, and they're decent quality translations. They're like not, they don't feel like they've been like, they're shitty translations. Like, they really do feel quite high quality, and the choices of stories are pretty good. Like, they're either sand sculpture, very funny slapstick comedy vibes, or they have good female protagonists, and I enjoy any book with a good female protagonist. And recently I told you guys about this super long book, okay? It's not even finished yet. It's not, the first volume hasn't even been fully translated yet. It's a book called, oh my god, what is it called? Something beast related. But the main character is a female. It's like a female protagonist based book, and there's no romance, and honestly those are so rare that when I find one, I literally just, I end up sticking to it so hard. Like, I will follow it to death. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. Like, I read this one book. This one, I thought that it would be no romance, but it turned out there was romance, but it was a zombie apocalypse novel. Unsponsored shout out, hello. Yeah, if they gave me a sponsor, like if they sponsored my video, I would accept it. Like, even if they gave me pennies, honestly, they're that good. I love them that much. to the point that I made Hex read books from there, and we both are now like in love with AKK novels. We practically all the books that we're reading are from AKK novels. There's this one book I started reading, not on AKK novels, different translation group. I'm not gonna tell you guys the name, but because some translation groups, common thing that I've noticed is some of them are like very hit or miss. Like you'll go and you'll find like they have so many open novels that they're translating, and that means it's usually a big group. Okay, it means like there's a lot of people who are translating for that group. It's a very competitive market, surprisingly. Like you wouldn't realize it, but I don't know where they're getting the money to get so many people to translate for them, but it's like I've tried to edit for a translation group before. I didn't get a lot of money from it because I didn't like stick to it that long. I ended up both times the author, like the other person who was the actual translator, and I was just the editor. Both times the editor, the translator would just do something super weird, and like I'd get so weirded out that I'd be like, okay, I can't do this. Like this is wild. Like I am willing to stick to the schedule. I'm willing to do all my best, but I'm not willing to take some rando's shit. Okay, like absolutely not. So most translation groups, or at least some of the big ones, have this like weird thing where they're like kind of hit or miss. It's like a 50-50 that a book that they're translating could either be like, oh my god, so good, like a very like nice book with like a lot of like properly well thought out plot lines, like the premise of the book is super good, but then there's like the other side where the other books are like, what prompted you to translate this filth? Because it's straight up like trash. Like it's not even worth like flipping through. What? And this happened to one of the books that I started reading, and I was like, okay, it looks like it's gonna be. I love zombie apocalypse novels, okay? I don't know why, they make me so happy, and sometimes all I want to read is zombie apocalypse novels. This wasn't one of those moments. I just had nothing to read, so I was looking for new things. So I opened stuff from this translation group. I know their stuff. Some of their books that I'm reading are really good, so I'm like, okay, you know what, it's fine. I'm willing to experiment because I'm that desperate. And honestly, at any given point of time, I'm usually willing to experiment. So I guess I'm always desperate for new books. I don't think that's a good state of mind to be in, but I can't help it. It's not even like a humble brag. I actually hate the fact that I read this fast, to the point where I'm constantly running out of books to read, okay? I don't know where this guy's gone. Like, what the heck, brother? You're just gonna leave me waiting here? Fine. Let's see how long you can make me wait. It's a true test. A book series made me wait for like 6 years once, okay? I was very dedicated. Still somehow am. I don't even like the book series. But anyways, so I started reading this book. It's a zombie apocalypse novel. It's a female protagonist. I was very excited because it's like rebirth, and she has a magical space, and she is like, wow, like awesome, you know? Like I was gonna be like, yes, she's gonna be so strong, and like she's gonna be so awesome, and it's gonna be so good. Start reading it, right? I'm like, okay, let me read this. Yes, I start reading it. It's going fine in the beginning. Then literally like 20 or 30 chapters in, and there's like I think over 100 chapters that were translated. 20 or 30 chapters in, the reborn girl is just 16-year-old. Like she was older when she died, but then she got back into her 16-year-old body. So like, yeah, mentally she might be older, but like if somebody else met her, they shouldn't like want to be in a relationship with her, okay? Because she's a minor, she's very young, and especially if it's like a guy who's way older than her. For whatever reason, the author decided to flip them. Like, I don't know what happened to them and what possessed them to do this. In the middle of the book, she joins a random team with this random ass guy, and within 3 chapters, they are suddenly dating. The guy is definitely older than 22. This is not a small age difference. It's not like, oh, she's 16, there's like an 18-year-old. That's still fine. It's not the best, but it's fine, whatever. It's like, she's 16, he's probably 26. Excuse me? Does that guy not see an issue? And it's not even like he's a good guy. He's like constantly has people hovering around him, and I'm like, scumbag. But also like, you don't even try. And he's like, no, you're mine. And I'm like, no, please stop. You're ruining this for me. I was enjoying the combat, and I was enjoying the, oh my god, she goes and finds more supplies, and I was enjoying the how she's gonna take revenge on her fake family. But you ruined it for me. The romance ruined it for me. I'm a romance person. I like romance. I used to read a lot of romance. The funny thing is, I used to read a lot of romance when I was in like 6th, 7th grade. And you might be like, oh my god, who was letting you in near the romance section of the library? But the thing is, my school library was tiny. It had a lot of books, but it was genuinely like, the space was small, so everything was sort of crammed together. There were like sections, but I would borrow books from one of the librarians who would never stop me from borrowing whatever book I wanted. And the other one, who was like one of my teachers as well, who was an English teacher, so she knew that like some of these books are not appropriate for people like young people or like kids my age at that point. And so she'd stop me if she saw me borrowing any of those, but then I would borrow them secretly by asking the other librarian. And yeah, I read a lot of books I was that were not appropriate for my age group, but like my reading like comprehension was so much higher than people in my age group that even though I didn't mind reading stuff, like I was always looking for, oh, but how can I have more books? And I would go through them so fast that I had no choice but just to get something from somewhere. And I've always been like very desperate for more books, to the point where the bookshelf that was like in my house in the living room, I'd finished reading it. And that was like within the first few years that I was like, okay, I'm interested in all of these books. And they were all like really like weird reference books about psychology and body language and like a lot of really weird topics, and I would just keep reading them. There were like encyclopedias, and I'd read those for fun. My mom had like a whole other room that was full of books and stuff like encyclopedias, reference books, a lot of really, really cool things. And I would also read those when I was in that room because it was like at a different place. It was a room, it was like a storage area, but I was a fiend. I was unstoppable. Literally no one could pull me away from those books. My mom was so exasperated with me for reading so much. And then when she'd tell people like, oh yeah, my daughter reads, and they'd be like, wow, that's such a good like hobby to have. She's like, that's so good. She's eager to learn. And she'd be like, no, you don't understand. She never stops. She like never stops. She like, I like didn't study for my 7th grade exams to read books. In specific, it was Harry Potter. And I didn't even like Harry Potter. Like, I didn't like it when I read it. I don't like it now. But yeah. And my mom's so mad at me when she got to know that I was like, I don't even like Harry Potter. And she was like, you didn't study for your 7th grade exams to read Harry Potter. You said, unless I finish this book series, I won't be able to concentrate on my studies. So I let you do that. And you're telling me you don't even like the book series? And I was like, yeah, actually, I don't like it. She got so mad at me. And this was so recently. This is literally when I went back home this time. And I was like, I thought everyone knew that I didn't like Harry Potter because I'm so vocal about it. But apparently my mom didn't, which was very funny. A psychologist at a young age, yeah. My mom has so many books. Like when she was doing like her degree, because she did it after I was born. And she kept her notes, right? Like her master's degree in psychology. When she was like, and she kept her like notes and stuff, I would just read them. She had like a copy of DSM-5 and I'd start reading it. Like I was insane. Still am, probably. I like self-diagnosed myself. I was like, Mom, I think I have schizophrenia. And she was like, no, you don't. You don't have schizophrenia. And I was like, no, I swear I have hallucinations. And she was like, okay, but you don't have schizophrenia. I was insane as a kid. Still am. Really, I still am. Nowadays, I self-diagnose bodily conditions. But that's because, you know, my body is weird, so. But again, never comes out in tests. Like, they did so many tests on me this time. It was very uncomfortable the whole time that they did the tests, but nothing came out of it. Except for like the one test I didn't do, which was the most important one, but there was no way for me to do it because they didn't have any slots available before I left. That's the one the cardiologist wanted the most. He was like, you gotta do this test. This is the result that we need to know about. Like, we need it so we can decide if you actually have the problem that I think you have or not. I don't think I have the problem that he thinks I have, okay? Guys, it's not happening. Like, it's not that. That's for sure. I think I just have mild anemia. Very, very, very mild anemia. And I can fix it by eating more iron. And as long as I fix that, I'm fine. I don't want it to get severe, you know? It is impossible to recover from severe anemia. Like, if you have it, you're dead. You're gone. Forget about recovering. It's never gonna happen. This guy is making me wait so goddamn long. I can talk forever. God, like, is this really on who's more patient? I'm sure there's like some sort of world record or some shit like that for this. Do I want to do that? No. I don't want to compete for a record. We're doing that.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness.
What?
I have someone
happened
to
to
talk
him?
to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
Thing is dead.
Not 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak
He
with.
disappeared
And you
before,
think
so.
that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly
Those are
the same
cameras,
as always?
right?
Doesn't that feel like what we've always
Why aren't they recording me?
Me just talking, but it isn't Stan.
It's pitch black.
Oh, hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret.
Okay.
There is only the turning wheel of missed
He's
opportunities.
still rambling.
I felt nothing at all.
Like
but
a whole
regret
ass
for
monologue,
the
my
longest
guy.
time, Stanley. Days.
I can't even
months.
reply to you.
I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life.
I don't like
all of them
whatever
collapsed
happened.
down into a single instant.
I think he's gone now. I don't think he'll like show up. Hey, that's new. Oh, he's actually gone. Guys, he's actually gone. Should I skip again to see what happens? He truly could cover an entire fanfic alone. Something's happening. Can I not skip anymore?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be
He's
funny.
still
It was meant to have a
going?
point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough.
How
They
are
had
you
to leave
still
a pathetic
talking?
little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful demands.
I gotta
But
listen
then,
to this,
He's
I'm
talking
sorry.
too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We
He
get
is
these
not
demands that
okay.
seek
My
everything
guy
and are accountable to
needs help
nothing.
more
we
than
get a
I
world
do.
where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip
Oh,
button.
but the
You
funny
should be
thing is,
able
like,
to freeze
guys-
Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley Parable.
I just don't want to listen to him. He's so loud. Okay, I was gonna say, and I forgot because of how much he was talking. What was I gonna say? God dang it. That was important. You made me forget. Narita-san, I don't like you. You made me forget what I was going to say. And it's not even that, it's like very hard for me to forget what I wanted to say, but I don't remember what I was gonna tell you guys about. Dang it. It was gonna be another interesting tidbit from my life, I'm sure, but I don't remember which fact, which tit and which bit. Which tidbit. This game. Booyah!
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
Oh, he's just been repeating this, huh?
The end is never the end, is never the end.
Can't I skip it now?
Is never the end, is never.
Yay! Keep skipping, let's see what happens. There should be a door behind this wall, I bet. Water. I think we reached that point where it's like the game is literally telling us stop, bro. Look, erosion. Time itself has shown us what we should do. How do I go? Oh, I can't. That's interesting. Do I just... I can hear the air coming from somewhere. Oh. Hello. Oh. Interesting. What is happening here? Wow. Do we just keep skipping? What the? I don't understand what's happening. Honestly, like I get there's like the philosophical. Did you guys hear that? All of that stuff, like I get that there's layers to this and I understand the layers. It's just that this game is not as fun as people said it was. I had high hopes. Oh, finally! Freedom. What the it's the end of all things. It's Journey. Yo, it's literally Journey. Endless sand. Yeah, I think it's literally Journey, guys. What if you skip again? Question. What if you skip again? Can you skip again? Oh. Wow. I don't think we should continue, guys. Should I keep going or should we stop? Like, I don't know. Oh, I never turned off the BGM, did I? Well, at least that made it less monotonous to listen to my voice. There was something more. Oh, I didn't change the game that it was showing up on YouTube as. Save. I changed it now though. Can't believe I didn't realize until right this very second. I think we quit the menu. I don't necessarily want to keep doing this again. Quit the desktop. Let's stop. I think that's enough. That's enough. That was a long. Honestly, okay. I want to tell you guys my thoughts about this game because, you know, I think it's worth the time, energy, and effort to explain how I truly feel about this game. I don't think this game is horrible. I just don't think it's as fun as I was promised, because the way that the people talk about this game is that it's so interesting, it's so fun, and it's definitely interesting. But I think it's a game better played with friends, or honestly, it's a game that was made for the sole purpose of being able to be watched on YouTube or for a streamer. It feels like one of those games that you would watch in a Let's Play because it's fun to see the person who's playing the game kind of suffer. I get the appeal of that side of things. Guys, I was just watching a video about something like this, about how there's certain games that are made just for the purpose of streaming or like making content around it. This feels like a game that does that. It definitely has a lot of commentary about the way games are and the illusion of choice in gaming. And like I said, this is another one of those things where you know there's a point A to a point B. You know it's like linear in some fashion, that the end goal is always going to be the same. Some games like to give you a world of options to get from point A to point B. Some games like to streamline it so that they can give you the experience that they really want you to experience. And there's other games that will give you a few paths so you can like really, you feel like you're able to choose, but the end result is always gonna be you get to point B, which is probably the end of the game, like the last cutscene. Whatever it is that triggers the last cutscene. Like, this game just makes a really long, elaborate, unnecessarily long and complicated story around the illusion of choice in games. It's like a game within a game within a game. I know that it does have like a game within a game, but I don't think I care enough about something like this to want to figure out what all the endings and all the stuff is, because I don't feel like I need this experience. I feel like watching someone play it is enough to understand, oh, there's like, it's about the fact that games are linear and everything is just the illusion of choice. Like, the end result is always gonna be the same. And like, you can fight it, but like, in the end, the game's gonna end in some way or the other. Games that have multiple endings just have like many different destinations, but the path to getting to a destination is gonna be fixed because there's only, you know, a few actions that will trigger that ending of like these games, these kinds of games. Like, good lord. I like discussing media, and I like delving deep into like what the thought process behind writing, designing something like this is, but I don't think this is something I necessarily want to do without having somebody else who's really played the game talk about it, because my perspective is so shallow. I've played the game today for like 2 hours. Half of it was like literally at least 30 minutes I was just spent sitting and chatting with you guys, seeing if I could wait out the return of the narrator, and I couldn't. I don't think that's an option. I think you just have to keep pressing skip, and you get to the end and it's like, oh, okay, it's over, lovely. But yeah, I don't think this is a game for everyone. If you like this kind of mind-boggly social commentary type of stuff, well, not social commentary, but like commentary in general, like lots of layers of meaning, it's one of those games that tries to be like art with like art through the medium of video games, and that's a very specific medium. I think a lot of games do it really well, but I don't know if I consider this one to be one that does it really well. The reason being, it gets quite long, windy feeling, and I don't think that's helpful in a game that's supposed to be making a statement or is like essentially interactive performance art kind of piece. I don't know how else to explain it. It's not like a bad game or anything. It's quite interesting in its own way, but I don't think it's for everyone. I don't think everyone will enjoy it. I don't think everyone will enjoy the whole remembering all the different endings you can get, etc., etc. It's not worth it for everyone, in my opinion. Like, say, watch like a couple of people play it if you're really interested in experiencing the whole thing by yourself. It's worth investing the time, energy, and money into. But if you're just like, oh, this seems like something I probably wouldn't enjoy, then it's better to not invest your money in it. You never know. If you have a friend who has it, you could always just play via their copy of the game and experience it and then move on, because then you I gotta start writing my graded speech on music. Oh my god. If you need help, let me know, because I can help. The teacher said it could be anything, so yeah, I picked music. It's probably gonna be my hot take on it, but yeah. Ow. I accidentally gave my leg a cramp. I've been doing that often these past few days. I think that's a sign I should stretch my muscles out more, but I don't have the energy to. Okay. But yeah, if you need help, I'm good at the music stuff. That's literally my main thing. Okay, I'm gonna stand up for like a hot second, because like that cramp is quite strong. Ouch. How did I give myself a leg cramp? Ow. Oh. I am. Ouch. It's fine. It's fine. It's fixed. It'll figure itself out. It's so funny. Anyways, other than the game, I will do the series thing where I recommend books that I'm currently reading. Let's try. I will see if I can do a weekly thing. If not, then we'll just do like short. If I can't do like videos on it, I'll just put it up on all of my social media, including YouTube and of course Discord. So then I can like, I can drop links on Discord, but I'll like put the name everywhere else. I don't think I should be putting links for books elsewhere. So, oh my gosh. You know, this is the second day in a row that this cramp has happened in the exact same spot, and I know exactly why. It's because I didn't stretch my leg out properly, but god dang, I didn't think it would get this bad. I really should exercise more. I really want to give you guys good recommendations. Like, I have wanted to be a booktuber for so long because I think I'd be so good at it. Also, getting paid to read books is like, it's like part of the dream, okay? It's the life. I don't think anyone's paying me to read like Chinese translated novels. I don't think they make enough money for that, and I read from the fan translations, so I'm not even reading the licensed ones. So, you know, they probably don't want me in that sphere, but you cannot take me out. It has a chokehold on me. I read it so much, but I can recommend originals as well, like stuff my friends are writing, or not everything though. I don't think everything is for everyone. So things that are more widely acceptable, yes. Specialized ones, probably not. But also, one of my friends who's one of my favorite authors, she doesn't need me to do like promo for her. She's so famous. Oh god, she's so famous in her niche. Like, oh my gosh, she's amazing though. We love her. She's one of my super awesome friends who's like so smart. I love that I have so many cool people around me. It makes me so happy. But yeah, I think I should start saying bye. Not just because of the leg cramp. That is mostly gone. But also because it's almost it's 1:30 in the morning. I have to wake up at 7. I want to sleep before 3 a.m. guys. I know I'm not gonna fall asleep immediately after this because I just ate so much food. So yeah, there goes that plan. I could stay up all night, but that's genuinely not advisable, especially since I want to stream tomorrow as well. It's a long day. I don't want to ruin my chances of existing in my senses. So that being said, I shall begin my goodbyes, and that's gonna take a while, so stick around for like 10 more minutes. I swear I'll be done in 10 or 15. I won't take longer than 15. I think I can keep it at 15, okay? I know I'm bad, but I can do it, I swear. Or I hope, I pray, I believe. I think. Yeah. It's possible. Anyways, let me just, oh my god. Why do I take so long to say goodbye? Because I don't actually want to say bye. It's just the world needs something from me and my time. And also I really need to sleep. Like, I know I don't sound like I'm ready to go, that's because I'm not, but I do need to sleep. I need to make good decisions, set a good example. If I want to be somebody's inspiration and role model, and I am apparently some people's inspiration and role model, every single time some of my friends are like, I'm so inspired by you, I'm literally like, I don't know what to say. I don't see it, but you do you, babe. Ow. The cramp's gonna come back, so we're gonna speed through this. I really appreciate all the love and support. Thank you so much for playing this game with me. Because it's like... Thank you. Get some rest, it's good for you. I will, don't worry. I will sleep though. I need to. I can't be that irresponsible, unfortunately. Also enjoy your long goodbyes. Thank you. I do too. It's nice to say bye, taking as much time as I possibly could. Or I could take more time, but we try. I don't think I can end like a stream in 2 seconds unless I actually have to run. And like, I just don't feel like it's possible. It doesn't feel right. It feels empty, like I didn't end the stream properly, you know? You guys deserve more from me. So yeah, I really appreciate all the love and support. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and playing this honestly mind-numbing game. The narrator is so condescending. I really wanted to punch him. I hope I never learn who the voice actor is. Actually, I hope I never learn who the creative director for this project is. Because when I do get to know, I'm not gonna send them an angry email. I'm not even gonna punch them if I ever meet them. But I'm gonna glare at them if I ever see them. I'm gonna be like side-eyeing them hard, like, I can't believe you did this to people. I'm sure other people had the same reaction, but you know, I don't want to take it too far. I'm a civilized person, cat thing person. So that. But yeah, I guess we're not. I don't think I'm ever gonna touch this game again unless some of you truly want me to be like, you know what, Mew, go through that whole entire ordeal again, and then I would do it because I love you guys, and this doesn't bother me. I'll forget about it in the next 15 minutes, but you know, if you guys ever are like, no, you know what, she needs to do this again, we gotta see this again, and sure, I'll consider it. No, I probably will do it. It's funny if I do it because you guys want me to, but it has to be like a lot of people, you know? It has to be like a lot of people. There must be like a good reason to do it again. Especially since this guy just wouldn't shut up, like, especially with the skipping ending, like the skip ending, just, ugh. Why? Who decided that was a good ending? Because, like, if you actually sit through his long conversations, I bet all of them end with him going, like, wait here, don't skip, I'll come back once I find the door, or how to, like, put a door on. And of course, you're never gonna find it because they don't want that. They want you to skip. So you might as well just do it faster and faster and then just get rid of the waiting around part. So you still have to wait for the skips to load. So you still have to listen to him for like a few brief seconds every single time you skip. But whatever. But yeah, what are we doing tomorrow? What are we doing tomorrow? Hold up, let me check my schedule. This is the reason I have schedules, so because I don't remember what I'm doing. Oh, music making. Hey, that's fun. Yay! I'm glad. That will be fun. Music making will be fun. I don't know exactly what kind of music, but it's gonna be fun. I will make something. It'll be fun. I wanted to experiment a lot more with different arrangement styles. So I think I'm gonna do a bit of research tomorrow before we get into the music making. Or we can do the research together and then get into the music making. I think that would also be fun. It'd be nice for you guys to see how I research, right? I'm very chaotic when I research. Like, I have like 50 different tabs open and 50 like on 3 different devices, and then I read them all simultaneously. Like, I don't mean 50 different tabs simultaneously. I mean just like 3 different things open on 3 different devices, at least 3 different things that I will be looking at almost together. I'm just gonna keep going from one to the other. But I think the fastest thing to do is just to read a book about it. From what my teacher told me, like, reading a book about arranging might give you some good ideas, but the real way to do it is just keep like experimenting and practicing, which is the goal. This week might be hard for me to experiment every single day, but the goal from after this week, or like after Friday I suppose, is just to experiment every single day with some sort of arrangement situation, because I really need to get better at arranging music and figuring out chords and arranging chords. Like, I'm not horrible, but like I can never do it in context of the piece that I'm working on. Or like, it's not that I can never do it, it's just that I'm not practiced enough. There's no harm in acknowledging my own lack of experience in that field. So it's just a matter of, just as long as you keep doing it, you can get better. It's literally just if you keep doing it, you will eventually make something that's not shit. Then you will make something that's really good. So yeah, that's the thought process here. And I will do well that way. The more you experiment, the more chances you have to fail and get better, okay? That's genuinely advice from me. If you want to learn something or you want to get good at something, just keep doing it over and over again. Like, just try new things, be willing to like make mistakes, because it's impossible to avoid them. You're gonna be bad at the things you do for the beginning at least, but you're not gonna be bad forever. Like, it's impossible to. You're gonna realize, oh hey, I made this mistake like 10 pieces ago. I can avoid it this time because I already know that that didn't sound good last time. So at least in the context of music, but it works for any skill, anything in the world, even reading. The way you get faster is by reading more, not by somehow training yourself to read faster with only one book, because true speed masters know it's just by reading more that you keep getting faster. I've cultivated my reading speed by reading truly inexhaustible amounts from a very young age, but also because at that point I didn't really have a lot of friends, and my most interesting thing in my life was to read, and I also had access to so many books that it was probably it should not have been allowed for me to have access to this many books, because this is what has led to our current predicament of me needing to read all day, every day. Not all day, okay. Nowadays, I don't need to read all day, although that would be really nice. God. I want to be like back at a time where I used to be in school and I could read without any sort of responsibility in my mind, but the more you get older, the less time that you actually have in your head to give to these things. Nowadays, I like end up reading in between snatches of other things that I'm doing. It's not the worst thing. It's still something, so that's good. At least I can take the time to read something, and because I'm fast, it means I read quite a bit in the small amount of time that I do have, but it makes me miss those few years that I had in my life that I could read like 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a day. There was this one time where I borrowed this 3-book volume. Like it was like a trilogy in one like giant book. And I was in 5th grade and I read that in like 5 hours. I think in total it was like 800, 900 pages or something. I don't remember. But I remember reading it and just being like, I'm so glad I got to read that, because I'd had a super, and the only reason I remember this is because like I'd apparently had a super bad day that day, and I came home and I was just like, I just hate everything in the world, but books make it so much easier for me to be alive. So I envy people who read like super quick and with exceptional voice changes. They make it look so easy. Voice actors in secret, not gonna lie. The funny thing is, they don't like, I think it's so hard to read things super quickly if you're reading it aloud, because when you're like reading in your head, you can skip through some of the redundant words that make a sentence sound good when you say it out loud, but when you read it in your head, they're like, you can skip half of the words, which is why I think speed readers can speed read, because they're not reading it aloud. Because if you had to read it aloud, you would have to pause for every single word and actually read every single word. It takes a lot longer. I think people who read fast still read comparatively fast, but yeah, the exceptional voice changes and with like emotion and stuff, I think that's just like, if you had an overactive imagination when you were younger, I think that is easier to do. Because I used to like read stuff out loud because I really like musical theater. So I used to like practice a lot of like emotions and deliveries by reading things out loud from books that I was already reading, like random scenes. Hello, Stilatsu. But that you can still do even now. Like sometimes if I find like a really, really strange scene in a book, I will read it aloud, because I need the context I need somebody to voice it for me so that I can feel the emotions fully. Like I can really immerse myself. Good thing about me is I can do a lot of voices. My mom keeps saying, okay, and I think I'm honestly not that good at voice acting, in my opinion. Don't contradict. I know my own limits. And I don't think I'm like really good at voice acting. I can do a few accents. I can do like some of the generic GPS voice type of stuff and like announcer voice and stuff. But I think that's like, if you're doing anything with your voice, like you're somebody who works with your voice, it's easier to pick up on those, but it's so hard to actually act with your voice. It's like really difficult. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't think I do it that well. At least not for other characters. Like I can do it for myself because I know my voice will reflect how I'm feeling, and you guys would be able to tell because you can hear me and you can hear and you can see my expression. But I don't think I can do it if I have to like voice a character and there's like a specific way they want me to say it. I don't think I'm that good, but my mom keeps saying like, no, even if you like weren't able to make it as a musician, like this is a job that you could definitely do. And I'm like, nah, what are you on, mother? Like I can only do like the more basic stuff, but it's like everyone can do those, man. Anyone can be like announcer woman number 5, like AI kind of voice, fake AI voice. Like I can do that. Hello, Stilatsu. Like it's not that difficult if you work with your voice, okay? I'm being honest. If you have some training, it's easy to pick up on those things. I'll need to fill up my Today I saw this tweet and I gotta tell you guys, and somebody was like is anyone actually able to drink enough water every single day? And I'm like, okay, if you force yourself to, and if you have like some clever like tricks and stuff to make sure that you drink enough water, you actually can. Like, I always drink water when I'm eating food. Some people think that's not good for your body, but from all the studies that I've read through, it doesn't make that big of a difference, so I just don't care. I think it's more important for me to have enough water in my intake. Plus, I'm a singer, so I always have a full bottle of water somewhere near me. So if I'm ever thirsty, I always just quickly get my water bottle and drink water. I think that makes a huge lot of difference in making sure that I get enough water in a day. But then I was like, I know some people forget, like if I don't have water filled up in my bottle, I'm less likely to go and get more water in a glass to drink it. For whatever reason, that's just too much work and I don't want to do it. I'm so glad my flatmate isn't at home because I feel like I'm being really loud. Like a lot, like very loud. Let me check. Am I being really loud? I can't tell. I'm way too alone in this house at the moment. But yeah. Honestly, water is so good. Did I tell you guys I'm planning to stay at the place I'm currently in? But I'm hoping that my landlord removes the bed from my room so I can get my own, and therefore change the room layout and make it actually a practical place to live in. Because right now it's, like I've said before, a coffin. It's a glorified coffin. I can only barely fit in my things because I didn't put my keyboard in my room. But if I put my keyboard in, I would have shoved my cupboards out. Like my 2 teeny plastic cupboards outside. Yikes. My flatmate was supposed to we were supposed to sit and draft a message to tell the landlord, hey, we still want to stay here, that kind of message, like to extend our lease. But then for whatever reason, even though I confirmed hey, after this time, and I was expecting her to send a message like, oh, I'm home, or oh, I can take your call now, or oh, we can sit and do this, she didn't send me a text. So I sent her a text at 10 p.m. for me, and it was much earlier for her. So I was like, oh, she's probably gonna reply and be like, yeah, call me, yeah, let's do this right now. She did not reply, and you could probably tell that I'm kind of annoyed. I really am. Dang, this was important, dude. It's already the 11th of June. I gotta do this before the 15th so he has enough time to decide whether he's willing to agree to my requests. Our requests. Her request is to get her room out of her bed. I mean, her bed out of her room. Her room out of her bed. She does not have a room inside her bed, guys. That would be very cool, though. Have you guys seen those? I got so distracted. But whatever. I have to ask you guys about this. Have you guys seen those room decor videos, or that have basically a fake loft bed setup by making a fake loft with steel bars, and so your desk and your sofa area and a living area kind of wherever you can eat and stuff is under your bed, which has been made into a loft space, and then you can go up. I've seen so many of those, and I kind of am tempted to invest in one in my own house in the future because it looks very comfortable. But then I think about the fact that a loft bed would be so much work every single day to climb up to. I mean, it would sure as hell ensure that I get some amount of movement up and down, but then at that point I would rather just buy a sofa and sleep on that. Why go up to the loft to sleep when I have a completely fine couch that I can nap on and sleep on? And I love sleeping on the couch. It's so comfortable. It's too comfortable. It's 150. The ones that save space. Yes, the ones that save space. See, at a point of time, I was really into tiny houses, and that was I think 3 or 4 years ago. I was really into the idea of getting a tiny house for myself. And I looked so deep that I signed up for several newsletters and stuff. I still get some emails from some of them. And I still sometimes follow tiny house stuff, but like, I don't think tiny houses are for me anymore. I just need I need some more space than a tiny house. But I'm okay with like a small house. That's not like huge a house. I don't need a huge house. I don't think I could keep it clean. Even if I had house help, I feel like I wouldn't be able to keep it clean. But like, I want a house that has a separate office area with like my own studio music setup thing. So, yes. So I would need at least like a one bedroom apartment with a study space, or a 2-bed apartment where one of the bedrooms is gonna be my like study. I'm so smart. On the topic of houses, until 3 years ago, well no, about 3 years ago, I really had this like deep desire to like quit like city girl living. And I'm a city girl, okay? I need you guys to understand that I was born in the middle of a metropolitan city. I've lived my whole life in a metropolitan city. I'm too used to going to malls and cinemas and having access to various comforts of being in a city. But I had a deep desire to leave the city behind and go in a remote corner of the world. I found like a village near like one of the borders, like the northeast, the most like northeast border of India. I found a village that only had 10 families living there. 10. And I was like, I'm gonna be the 11th one, my own family. I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna make like a cute little cottage with like a nice big garden, think Lizache kind of vibes. That was like the whole inspiration. Like very Yunnan hills and mountains with clouds and snowfall and magnolia lilies, which are my favorite flower, which is why they're being mentioned here. But I quickly realized that I can't live without the cinema. I like going to watch movies in the theater. I can't live without delivery food and restaurants and the mall. So I gave up on that because I was like, it's not gonna work out. Like, imagine having to take like a 2-day trip to go to the nearest city. I'd lose it. I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd literally be like, I quit. Same day, I'd be like, I'm gone. Like, goodbye. It's good for a holiday. It's not good for living there permanently. I don't think I would want to farm that much. Even though farming does sound very fun. Like, I've really wanted to make like an urban garden situation. There's just no space here. I mean, I don't want to do anything in Singapore because it's all gonna be temporary. I don't plan to stay here after I'm done with my degree. I don't like it enough here. Otogi is a disappointment. Can't believe they like off-branded Otogi to make like fake Jin ramen that's also not even that good. Truly disappointing. Unless this is just a rebrand of Otogi, which makes me even more disappointed because you had a gold on your hands. You were selling out everywhere, yet here you are selling subpar food. Anger. But yeah, for the past 2-3 days, I'm not gonna shut up. That's not the full sentence, by the way. I wanted to say for the past 2-3 days, I keep forgetting to take my medicine that I'm supposed to take before I start streaming, but I end up happening to take it while I'm streaming because I forgot to take it before. But at least I took it, right? The point is, I'm still following the dosage as required by the doctor, but like, why do I keep forgetting to take it at the same time? It only worked for 1-2 days. The first day that I was like, okay, this is when I'm gonna take my medicine every single day, and then the second day I almost got there. I was like 2 minutes late, and then third day onwards we were just late, period. But also, I'm not gonna shut up, am I? Because this is like, I don't know how many tangents I've taken. I really should stop. Did I start saying bye? Did I say the whole the thing I say in every stream? Should I say it again? I feel like that will start a cycle I don't want to start, but I don't remember, so I'm just gonna say it again. I'm in trouble. At this rate, I'm just not gonna sleep. It's gonna be like a 4, 5, 6 hour long stream of me just trying to end the stream. This feels a lot like Stanley Parable, but this is Mew trying to end the stream. Parable. Oh no. I'm laughing, you guys can't hear it for whatever reason, but I am. Anyways, I really appreciate all the love and support. Thank you so much. I swear I said this before, but thank you so much for hanging out with me while I played the Stanley Parable. Did not like the game as much as I thought I would. I'm really trying to condense it. You can, if you can't tell, go watch like 30 minutes before this exact moment. I swear, you probably hear the same exact things that I was saying earlier now. But if you don't, that's a good thing. That means at least I have variety. And variety is the spice of life. Mew, no tangenting. I gotta go, guys. I have to wake up at like 7 AM tomorrow. This is what I get for signing up for the stupid boot camp. Even though I know I would still have gone, whether I signed up or not. They only had spots for 50 people. I was one of the first few. That's why they gave me... oh my gosh, I didn't even tell you guys. They gave us goodie bags, right? For the people who signed up early. And they gave us envelopes for the people who signed up early. And in those envelopes were Subway vouchers. I think for a total of like $17 or something. Which is great, because that's like 3 times of me eating Subway. Hello! Incredible! I'm gonna use one probably on the last day of the workshop bootcamp thing, because that's the only day they don't give us free lunch. If I have free lunch, I'm not gonna bother, so oh well. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for music making. I remember why I got into tangents, because I was telling you guys about what I was planning to do with like experimentation. Finally jogged my goddamn memory. See you tomorrow. We will discuss this further tomorrow if I remember. If I don't and you really want me to discuss it, you feel free to bring it up. But like seriously, like I mean it. Like tomorrow now. I swear, I don't want to go, but I gotta leave. So I'll write a song about that someday. I really will, guys. But for now, I shall see you guys tomorrow. Or I guess today, because it's already almost 2 AM. It's in 1 minute, it's gonna be 2 AM. God damn it. What have I done? Are we supposed to be asleep? Now. But yeah. Bye-bye now. Mwah. Love you guys. Bye, my muses. I need to laugh for a bit. Hold up. Okay, I'm done. Bye-bye.